Devin Wade.
It's been a year now since Wade made a name for himself on the hit show Long Shot, but now he's been signed by the Dallas Cowboys.
How about that? And a year ago, I would have said Wade's got a shot at a decent NFL career, but let's be honest, this last year has been really rough on him.
At least he's on a team, unlike his buddy Colt Cruz.
Yeah, but you got to give Colt some credit. I mean, he gave up a shot at the Super Regional Combine to help his buddy Devin Wade out when he needed it most.
That's true, but would we even be talking about him if he wasn't on that show? He barely made it out of rookie minicamp last year.
Yeah, but I think Cruz has some talent. We would have seen Cruz missile launch right out of the Super Regional. Yeah, sure, he got some exposure on the show, but that could ultimately cost him in the long run.
Nate, there's nothing wrong with being on a reality show.
Of course you would say
How
that.
dare you? How dare you? Peter, who has the best shot of these guys to make it?
You know my guy. I'm Mike Schmizniak. That's right, I'm a Schmiz guy.
No way.
Yes.
Not a chance,
It's lucky he had the best numbers of any of those contestants.
Don't sleep on the Schmiz.
Okay, you're talking about numbers. Football is much more than numbers. I mean, Schmitty is a beast on the field, but that attitude, though, hey, listen, that's a non-starter in my book.
All right, Burleson, so who's your pick?
You know who I stand by.
Who?
Colt Cruz, baby.
I'll give you a name. Sergeant Carrot.
Yeah.
I'm a big Sergeant Carrot guy.
Absolutely.
When the show went back to Wade's old Army unit and Wade and Cruz got to go Iron Man against Dan Marino, it's Carrot.
She more than held her own against her fellow soldiers. NFL scouts out there, take note of this lady.
Here, here.
Thank
Yes.
Does she even have a first name?
Yeah, Sergeant.
Sarge for short.
Sarge, yeah.
All right, in all seriousness, do you guys see a future in the NFL for these two?
Yeah, listen, the window is short after college. You normally get 2 seasons to catch on. I say it's do or die for Cruz.
And Wade, it's been a year now. He hasn't been cut, but it looks like no team in the NFL trusts him to actually take an NFL snap.
That show made him a household name, and he's had training from top talent. Dan Marino, ever heard of him? How about Coach Jack Ford?
And the Cowboys are the ultimate show, and they clearly see something. I mean, he's going to have to prove himself, but I genuinely think we're going to see him on the field there. I do.
I'm rooting for him.
Now just one of 90 players vying for a roster spot, but the question does remain, guys. Can the long shot continue to defy odds and be one of the Cowboys' final 53?
All right, listen. We're going green, right, strong. Slot spider, 2 wide banana. Got it?
Got it, Coach.
Go.
That's what we got, long shot.
Okay, all right, here we go, guys.
All right, we're going to go, oh, no, that's real good. Coach loves QBs who take their time.
No, I got it. All right, we're going red quads right, a slot, spider 2 wide banana.
Is that even a play? Sounds like what I had for breakfast.
Yeah, come on, man. You know this is football, right? See it over there? It's the other team. You want to call a play now? Come on.
Okay, hold on,
Hey, say we going past 94, punch X, deep cross.
All right, here we go. Check that. Here we go, guys. Eyes on me. All right, we're going past 94, punch X, deep cross. Past 94, punch X, deep cross. On two. Ready, break.
Guess we'll see if he knows what that means.
Blue 80.
What play was that?
It's past 94, bunch. Then I had the X shallow cross.
We went over this in OTAs already. How you ever gonna beat a real NFL defense? You don't even know what play we're running. Take a seat, son.
Yeah, you lasted longer than me on long shot, but it's real football now, bud.
You keep telling yourself that, Mike.
Telling you.
So.
It's a long shot. I'm a long shot. Ooh.
Oh, hey, man. No more spots tonight. Why don't you try back next week, though?
Yeah, sure. No spots tonight. Same thing. Every time. Shoot. Be the Bengals. Be the Bengals.
You have one new message.
Yeah, Colt. Joe King over the Cincinnati Bengals. We all appreciate the many calls and voicemails. And yeah, we had a chance to look at your tape. Right now, we just don't have a place for you. Just keep working, stay in shape. You know, someone's gonna call it. Might even be us, but I just want to be clear that there is no reason to call me or anyone else on the scout team. I don't think I can overstate that enough. Love the enthusiasm. But, again, don't call us, we'll call you. Good luck, Cole.
I didn't even call that much.
Mind if I sit?
Suit yourself.
Come back soon now, Billy.
Oh, okay.
Don't leave it. Don't leave.
That must be nice.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Oh, come on now. You give up the whole world, play a 2-bit club?
Well, you know what I was doing before this? I was bagging groceries in Anniston, Alabama. Singing in the shower on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know the crowds ain't always the biggest. Sometimes they're downright mean. I miss my daughter like crazy. But if this is for the long haul, I'm up for it. You know?
Yeah.
You get it. You know, there ain't no easy glory. So you gotta love it or it ain't worth trying. And I tell you what, giving it everything I got before I ask another person, do you want paper or plastic?
You know, it's just... I just had it in my head that I'd get up on that stage and I'd start singing and that crowd would just eat it up, you know, and they'd know the words. And I'd hold out the microphone and they'd sing along. But I'm just starting to realize it'd probably be like...
No.
Crickets.
Billy? Billy, you have a second?
Sure.
You need me too? I'm ready.
Maybe. Next week.
Hey, you opened the door with that long shot song. So now you just need another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. And break a leg.
Thank you.
Just need another one. Just need another one. I'm gonna...
Those blue cheese fries with a fried egg.
Son, didn't no one ever teach you to bar an F?
Who Who the heck are you?
You don't recognize your own daddy?
Are you kidding me? Here. Where are the cameras at? You filming this right now? Because this... this here is some of the most cliche crap I ever seen in my life. Son gets a little success and his dad beat dad, who he's never even met before, shows up out of the blue. Wow, well, I got some news for you, sir. I'm broke. Yeah, I spent all my money out here trying to play gigs. Don't even know if I got enough money to get me home, so...
Well, that is a shame. All I'm asking is 10 minutes of your time.
No, thank you.
Listen, just meet me tomorrow at that diner off Old 71 South.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be hungry.
10 minutes. Then you won't ever see me again.
I'll give you 5, and then I'm gone. And don't ever call me son.
Whew. They ain't plays today, but they ain't stopping us tonight.
Ah, man, this might be the only time we get. Set Blue 15!
Hey, Cal.
Yeah?
Randy, how you doing?
No, I'm fine.
Hey, what time is it?
No, it's around 10 minutes to 2.
Yeah, I'm in Dallas.
Where?
I'm in Dallas in the
What the
practice
heck?
facility. Hey,
What are you
Devin
doing in
and Tito are practicing right now, 2
You
o'clock.
gotta get back here to Mathis. We got a game to do, buddy.
I got some reporting to do for my fan site. That's what's more important.
Where are you?
Don't worry about it.
Why?
Just put me on speaker.
It's on.
A guy just walked in. He's, kind of doofy looking. He's got a head like a squished up pumpkin. Looks like me, except not so handsome. I imagine he looks a little lost. Do you see him?
Yeah, I see him.
Well, tell him to sit down.
Excuse me. Sit down, I guess.
Me?
Colt! Colt, sit down!
Of course.
There you are. I wanted the two of you to meet.
Where the heck are you?
I'll get to that part. But first off, Lo, this is your half-brother Colt.
Wait, I'm adopted?
No, this is your half-sister, Loretta.
What?
I want to pause for a moment so you can figure that out. Okay, so some good news, and I think you're both gonna be real happy for me.
Yeah, fat chance.
Here we go.
This just in, I booked a tour. 30 cities over 4 months. Opening for the opener. I'm on the poster and everything. It's kind of a big deal, guys, and I'm not hearing a lot of reaction.
What does that mean for me?
Which brings me to the best part of this situation. You are gonna stay with your brother.
What? Wait, why can't I just come with you?
Now, from my vantage, this is an ideal situation. Gives you two some time to spend quality time together, really get to know each other.
This is crazy.
Why can't I come?
What'd you say? My call's breaking up over here.
We can hear you just fine.
What'd you say? I'll call you. I'll call you later. I'll call you from the road.
We can catch him. Let's go.
He's gone.
You know what you want?
I just need a minute to process all this, okay?
Okay, not that complicated.
Could you just give us a minute, please?
Sorry.
So...
What's your name again?
Loretta.
Colt.
We'll be rotating all 4 quarterbacks tonight. I'm in charge of you two. Execute exactly what I say you play. You don't?
No reps?
That's right. We level?
All right, here we go, fellas. Eyes on me. Okay, let's go. Ace trips right, flex, stretch right.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta toss that thing up. Make a name for yourself, baby. What? Ain't nobody making this team if we handing it off. Come on, let the thing fly.
All right, hey, guys, here we go. We're gonna go check alert, 82, X cross, deep post, okay? X cross, deep post, 82 protection, all right? Here we go. Ready? Ready!
Hey, good call, long shot. I'd stay away from Earl Coates if I was you.
You gotta earn these guys respect before they're listening to anything coming out your mouth. But I don't think you're ready for it. But we gotta make a decision between you and Smitty. You'll be playing a couple of drives tomorrow night, but a repeat of the day, and you're gone.
Hey, Devin Wade, can I get your autograph?
Oh, yeah, of course. What's your name, man?
Connor.
Connor. Dude, Connor. Thanks for coming out, bud.
Cool.
Oh, kid, don't let Camp Arm ride on your stuff.
Cool.
There you go. You know, his signature's gonna be worthless in about a week.
Cool.
But now, you got a ball worth something.
Cool. Devin,
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Tell Colt he's the best.
Will do.
Do you have a charger?
This thing's old school. Sorry. Do have a Twitter, though. It's Colton Cruz 81. Got at least 200-something followers. You on that? Social media? Some Twitter or Facebook or anything?
Tumblr.
Ah. Tumblr. Cool. Do you like, tigers?
What? Oh. They're fine.
I got it. Music. Everybody likes music, right? What, you listen to pop? Pop station? Oh, these guys are fun. All these lights, it can't blind me. Something, nobody can drag me down. Come on. Oh, you know it. Nobody. Nobody can drag me down.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just got a tinkle real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, hey. It took you forever to call me back.
I'm in Port Aransas. I've got my own things going on.
Yeah, well, I am up to my shirt collar in problems here.
Stop talking and start telling.
Okay. I don't know how to say this. I saw Dad earlier today.
Oh, just what I need. What did he want? Asking for money, no doubt.
No, it's more complicated than that. You see, he dropped his daughter off with me.
His daughter?
Yeah, Loretta. Why didn't you ever tell me about her?
Well, I can't tell you about what I don't know. Look, I gotta go.
No, wait. I need your help here. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, how's that different than any other time? Figure it out and call only if it's an emergency.
No, but Mom, this is an emergency. Oh, yeah, sure. Just kick me on them down. That's awesome. Great.
Can we go? It's like children of the corn out here.
Just hold your horses for a second. I'll be right there. Oh, please help me. Please help me.
You good?
No, I'm not sure. Just got a weird text from home.
'Cause I ain't got time for no quarterback lost in his personal problems.
Sorry, Coach, I'm good.
Your career's on the line and you out here playing tiddlywinks while Smitty's in there studying. But, oh, you're good, okay.
Nice one.
And you with the snide remarks for every darn thing. You need to keep your mouth shut. I just left a meeting sticking up for you two dipsticks. And neither of you have shown me nothing. Zero. Except maybe you don't belong. I would take good enough, but you're not even that.
Excuse me, can I interrupt for a second? I hate to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something.
Just need you for 1 second, Earl. Just a second. Excuse me, guys. You okay?
I'm level.
Let's not pretend we both see eye to eye. You got your way in there with Coach. Fine. You two have a history together. Well, he and I have a history too. I'm not the only one losing patience, Earl. You got 1 week. Excited to see that arm, Big D? Schmiz? We both have the same goal, Earl.
All right, let's get on the field.
I thought we were supposed
I said
to go.
move now, let's go!
Yeah.
Well, here we are, home sweet home. I know it ain't much.
What?
Thought your phone was dead.
It is.
Come on in. Oh, yeah, I guess I could clean this place up a little bit.
You think?
Yeah, well, those are all clean. I just, I haven't folded them yet. And, well, that's... Oh. Easy. Look at that.
Ew.
All cleaned up. Okay. Now, for where you are going to sleep tonight, down the hall on the right side is Devin's room. I just would tell you to open a window because it's probably a bit dusty in there. Or you could just be cool on the couch.
I'm just too tired to think about how filthy this place is.
Okay. Well, just make sure you're comfortable and get a good night's sleep, because tomorrow's a big day, because tomorrow we are going to get you registered for school. Right? That's something you need to do. So, good night. And, I'll see you in the... Whatever. No. Hold on, Sharon from the Double Nickel, who? No. Huh. Boom.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Hey there. Okay. Sorry about that, by the way. Hey, I am in a situation with my teenage sister that I didn't know I had. And before things completely fall apart here, I was hoping you might have just a minute to talk, please. Oh, it's Colt, but...
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Put that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with that. It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dub, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Lawletta on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah. I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Deep boot, and this is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lauletta. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go! Blue Lightning!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter King to send it away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to this.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Go ahead.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Forced out to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Detroit!
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
McKinnon, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now McKinnon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 88 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one go.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Manning to Shepard, 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of a 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Detroit! Detroit!
They snap it to Lauletta. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. And even 60 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. So first and 10 now from the 30. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in it's 2nd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now it's Lauletta. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They run with Breida. Oh, good move. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gold now out to kick it away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Points count the same no matter who scores them, but it feels like there's something extra when you get them the non-traditional way. From your special teams, an extra bounce for your squad.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still active.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Over the middle of the backfield. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. One final try now for Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Here we go. 180. 65, 65.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That one goes for 24 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
6.
They go play action here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mario Edwards in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
13.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Now Manning escaping the pressure. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Garoppolo being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Jenkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about...
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Giants. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cassius Marsh in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Coming off play action, Lauletta. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jarek McCannon from 13 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Eric Armstead coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Lauletta. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
To throw on third down, Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Lauletta now to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Lauletta to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One final try now for Manning. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL